Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the fourth episode of Finem with me, MOTDF Gaming. So, as you guys saw last time, we had a little bit of trouble with some silverfish in our area here. Since then, I've discovered something really interesting. So, chisel. It's fantastic for doing detailed work and making blocks look interesting and unique, but it serves another purpose in here. You see these blocks? You see how I can't chisel them? You see this block? Can't chisel it. See this block? Can't chisel it. But I can chisel these ones. That is because, ladies and gentlemen, this block, these blocks, those blocks, those blocks, those are all silverfish. All of them. Also, all of these blocks. Silverfish galore. So we're kind of between a rock and a hard place with these guys because it's kind of preventing me from expanding the base in that direction. But at least now we know that we can have some type of early detection system to prevent the massacre of silverfish that happened in the last game. Also, let's take a look at this. I told you guys I would do some mining off camera, which I have, but I found something a little interesting when I was using the shovel. So if I put just one cobblestone in here, I get 6 iron, 4 oxygen. Nothing particularly amazing, right? If I put a piece of stone in there, I get more stuff. This time I got gold, tin, oxygen. I get a little bit more by using the stone than using the cobblestone. So I thought, well, what about stone brick? Again, a little bit more. And then I came to Mossy stone brick. And look at that. Look at that. I get pyrite, I get iron oxide, I get a whole slew of chemicals. Fantastic. That is some fantastic stuff. So what I think we're going to be doing from now on is, as I mine stone, I'm going to be using my chisel on it first anyways to make sure that it's not a monster egg, so it won't spawn a silverfish. And if it doesn't spawn a silverfish, then I'm going to go ahead and harvest it, and then I'm going to turn the stone brick into this mossy stone brick, and that's what we're going to send through this. Now, I'm not 100% certain why this one does so much more than the other ones, but I also tried the other variations of chiseled stone, and this one still gives the most. So just to make you guys aware, it's pretty nifty little thing that I found. Also, our algae still growing strong. I have almost a full stack in here. I have another full stack in there. Got plenty of trees, plenty of apples. So I think we're going to be able to get some good work done today. Like I said before, I still don't know how I'm going to go about doing what I had originally wanted to do, seeing how I have all these silverfish eggs here. But we'll figure it out. We'll find a way. And I'm going to go ahead and make a cut. I desperately still need to make more storage. I made another chest right there. But I really want to get into some storage drawers, so I'm going to go ahead and construct them off screen, and I'll bring you back in, I'll show you the recipe, then we'll set them up, and we'll go ahead and start putting stuff in them. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so I brought you back in. As you can see here, we got some oak drawers set up. We're going to do the 2x2 oak drawers. It'll provide a little less storage, but at the same time it'll give us a little bit more flexibility as far as space is concerned. I had originally wanted to do single drawers, but that doesn't look like it's going to be possible with all those monster eggs. But for the time being, the 2x2 drawers are made by using 5 oak planks like this with 4 chests, 1 chest in each corner. And why I like this mod so much is that it allows you a lot of flexibility as far as storage space is concerned. So like, I can stick my oxygen up there, my sodium up there, aluminum, some chlorine, titanium, some silver, so on and so forth. You get the idea. But you can actually see what's in each of the drawers because it gives you a little icon picture of it. So I really, really like this, and it only gets better when you can build things like the storage drawer controller, because like I can place the controller here, and then I can just right-click on it, and what'll happen is anything in my inventory that has a place in a connected storage drawer will automatically be distributed to its proper location. Hugely, hugely, hugely time saver. It's really a fantastic mod. I cannot rate it high enough in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and go back off camera. I'm going to go ahead and start sorting through the chemicals that I have in these chests, placing them in here. I'll probably make some more storage drawers because, well, we're going to need them. And we'll go ahead and go from there. It is nighttime, so not much else we can do right now. So I'll see you guys in just a minute. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So I've been busy. I've done a lot of stuff off camera. I'm gonna go ahead and show you real quick. So I set up the storage drawers, the wonderful, wonderful storage drawers. And what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to use the storage drawers to create a periodic table of elements. That's right, I'm a chemistry geek. I love me some chemistry. So as I break down things and I find new things, I'm going to fill this in. My goal is that by the end of the series, I will have at least one of every single thing on the periodic table. I still haven't really figured out how to deal with these stupid monster eggs from the silverfish. I did manage to clear a couple in order to be able to put this in. I also put some more storage drawers over here. These storage drawers are going to be for commonly used compounds, because, I mean, let's be realistic. I use cellulose a lot. I use silicon dioxide a lot. Triglycerides and chlorophyll are things that I want to keep around. Same with proteins. And it doesn't make much sense to break them down and only to have to spend energy to reconstruct them when I need them. So a lot of these I'm just going to place into those storage drawers over there. But as I get new things and as we process goods and stuff like that, we will definitely be adding to that wall. As you can see, we're doing pretty good with the algae. I'm going to go ahead and harvest some of this while I talk to you guys for a second. So I've had a couple people comment on my videos or send me messages privately or things like that about wanting me to do a little bit more in the way of exploration. I am all for exploration. Exploration is one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. It's literally what makes Minecraft appeal to me. So don't worry, I will be doing some exploration, but I really need to have some basic stuff set up and going before I can really afford to do it, because this is a hardcore mod pack, which means
if I die more times than I have hearts, the game is locked. Not a good thing to have happen. So, with that in mind, my goal between this episode and next episode is going to be a continuation of my goal for this past one, where I want to continue to get more resources, and I really want to get at least some iron armor, and then some weapons, and we'll go from there. If I can manage to get, some of that stuff going in between the two episodes, then I think next episode I might do some scouting missions on those areas that I died in the first recording, over on the other side over there, where the zombie pigmen kind of destroyed my face. Now, I can't promise that I'm going to go in there and fight the zombie pigmen, because they hurt, and their spawn rate is ridiculously fast. So, I think for now, the best we can hope for is just doing a little bit of scouting and trying to, just find out what else is in our area, because who knows? I know this mod pack has recurrent complexes, which means there could be some other things other than those type of things that spawn. We also might be able to find an area that is a little bit more conducive to living in, because if we go into here, this is actually a forest hills biome, which is why there's so many monster eggs. And I really don't like the monster eggs. I really would prefer not have them around if possible. I'm pretty sure they're going to spawn in every biome. I just know that they spawn more frequently in any type of hills biome, extreme hills, so on and so forth. I'm doing a little low on the water there, so let's drink up. I'm also feeling peckish, so let's go ahead and eat a triglyceride, because nothing says yummy like triglycerides. Although I have to say, it's probably more appealing to me, personally, than, whatchamacallit. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Than the meat ingots that we had from the get-go. Another thing that I did off camera was I made a lot more dirt, because I wanted to make some more trees in order to have the whole storage drawer process going faster. So let's go take a look at what I did. I cleared out some more platforms here, and I added a few pads. I have 4 more pads now for creating dark oak trees, and 2 more for jungle saplings. This was really useful. I now have all the wood I could ever hope for, especially seeing how I already have the bulk of my storage drawers done. I also am wanting to look at creating the storage drawer controller. Actually, why don't we look at that together right now? Drawer controller. There we go. Let's see. So we need some diamonds, some redstone comparators. Stone isn't a big deal. Neither are storage drawers. So let's see what it takes to make a diamond. There's got to be some way of doing it in the chemical synthesizer. Oh, there is. Carbon nanotubes. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. So I need 12 stacks of carbon to make 3 carbon nanotubes to make 1 diamond. Alright, so I'm going to work on that for next episode, because I really want a storage drawer controller, because it makes everything so much easier. It really does. I'm going to continue to harvest all of the algae, the wood. I really honestly would like to get some shears so I can start getting these vines, because I'm curious to know if they break down into something other than like cellulose, for example. I did go ahead and turn a decent amount of our iron that we've gotten from our stone into iron ingots, which is nice. Alright. So let's throw these vines in real quick. Just take a gander at what they make. Lots and lots of cellulose. Actually, that is really good. I'm so happy I picked jungle saplings for that reward. Speaking of rewards, we should probably claim our reward for storage drawers. So this is going to give us a storage upgrade to an energy cell, and then I can choose more storage upgrades, a heart, or an energy cell. I'm definitely going to choose the heart. As we saw last time, I am going to go through those like wildfire. Let's also see what other quests we unlocked with that one. Trace materials. Okay, so this wants me to have gold, silver, copper, and lead. I think I actually have some gold. Let's go take a look at our periodic table. Yep, we do have some gold. So let's go ahead and back into this. Sweet. So now I can pick a reward. I can pick a leadstone flux capacitor, which is honestly really appealing because I can go ahead and use that in order to make a jetpack in a little bit. I think a jetpack is still a little bit optimistic to be building anytime soon, and I think by the time that I can make the jetpack components, I could probably make a leadstone flux capacitor. So I think we're going to skip that one. We could get more meat ingots, but I don't think we really need it, not now that we have the triglycerides and stuff like that going. I think the winner is another quarter heart. Alright, so let's see what else. So this is wanting us to start getting into agricraft and using agricraft to make vegetables. That's probably a really, really good idea. Do we want to do that, or do we want to look at one of these other sections? We got some basic tech up and available now. Wants us to make some redstone, 4 redstone. Oh, we could actually pick a comparator. Let's actually check to see what a comparator costs. Compare. So some stone, 3 redstone torches, and a nether quartz or a normal quartz? Not nether quartz? Interesting. So a normal quartz or a pure quartz crystal. So let's take a look at normal quartz. So this one's silicon dioxide, which we have plenty of, and some gallium arsenide. I'm pretty sure we actually have gallium and arsenic. Yep, we have some gallium there, and then we got some arsenic right there. Don't have a whole lot. Although when we start to process this stuff, I'm sure we'll get more. So that's good. So we'll actually be able to do that before too long. Yeah, this is definitely wanting us to get into some more machines and stuff like that. That's actually that quest there is the quest to make this thing here, which I already have made. So chances are we'll be making another one of those, which isn't a bad thing. More energy is always good. So I think I have stuff completed in here? Oh, right. This must include, like, the proteins that I've already gathered. Defense, some deadly barrier, some guns and ammo. Guns and ammo. Gun modification table. This might be something we want to look at, especially before we go exploring. So why don't I look into this a little bit more, and then I'll bring you guys back in just a minute.
Hi guys, welcome back. So we were taking a look at this guns and ammo quest, and it specifically wants us to make the gun modification table. So I went ahead and looked up the gun modification table, and it's not too expensive, but it is going to take all of the iron that I've already harvested. So one of the things we need to make for it is a cauldron, which is just 7 iron in a U shape, and I already went ahead and did that, and then it needed 5 iron around it in order to make the guns modification table. So not too bad crafting wise, but definitely a little on the expensive side. So now we get to choose between an AB24 Elite Stock, AB24 Elite Scope, AB24 Elite Grip, and AB24 Elite Lens. I think I'm going to go with the grip. The reason I went with the grip is if you're familiar with any type of shooting games or anything like that, a lot of times grips will help with recoil. And this is the HB, not the AB, so I think that's actually for a different gun than what we already have available to us. So that's going to be something that we're also going to have to look at. I have put stuff in here in order to get this going for separation and stuff like that. I'm going to continue doing that in between episodes. I'm going to probably continue looking at expanding this in a couple different directions, making our base a little bit bigger off screen, trying to avoid these nasty fellows, the silverfish eggs, and then we'll come back next episode. Hopefully we'll have enough iron in order to have a full set of iron armor. I do also want to make a sword. I'm going to continue collecting the algae and the wood, and we will check in then in order to see if we are ready to go ahead and see about scouting one of those things. I really want to know where the pigmen are coming from, because if I can figure that out, then maybe I can block it off and actually get the stuff from the chests and then escape without having to fight them. But to do that, I want to have iron armor minimum, and probably a steel sword, maybe something else. Also, next time, I think we should look at doing probably some more in the defense tree, because it's going to be really important for us. But also I want to look at getting into agricraft, getting some vegetables going. What's this? Concave ones. Use a microscope, you'll be able to see things they're made of and record them in a journal. Whoa, a chemist journal! Oh, that's going to be so nice. You can put the chemist journal in here in order to keep track of recipes that you learn and things like that. Can't put it in here in order to keep track of how it breaks apart, but it does allow a little bit more flexibility. I think it also adds a search GUI to the chemical synthesizer. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. But, yep, I think next episode we're going to probably do the microscope, do this thing, getting into agricraft specifically in order to get into some vegetable making, and suit up, get some defense, and then either go ahead and see about scouting out one of those, or we might leave that for the episode after. But thank you guys for tuning in to this episode. I hope to see you guys again next episode, and if you did like the content, please like and or subscribe, and if you didn't, then please feel free to leave a comment on how you think we could approach this mod pack in a different way. I also wanted to tell you guys, I think after Wednesday next week, so that would be episode 7 of this mod pack, I'm going to add another game to the channel. I haven't decided yet. It might be another Minecraft. It might be one of the other games that I have. Yeah. I know that a lot of you guys have had feelings that this mod pack doesn't progress fast enough for you, or you get bored with it. So, in an effort to ease the boredom, I will switch over to also playing another game on the channel. But I will say this much: if I do that, it will probably be like an every other week type or every other day type thing. So like one day would be post Finem, and then the other day would be the other game or the other mod pack. I haven't decided which. But thank you guys, and I will see you in the next episode.